IHX ಎನ್ನುವ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಪ್ರವಾಸದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ ಉದ್ದೇಶವೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ತಜ್ಞರು ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಷಿನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಳಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟರು.
A human can read a discharge summary and say, answer those questions. For a computer to do it is very difficult. We apply AI to do it, right? And then we basically take a bill and actually look through each line item and then pick out those line items which are important for us to make a decision. That's another AI aspect. And then we take a data that claim and say whether the claim is a fraudulent claim or not, right? Which is an important thing because the industry loses a lot of money on fraudulent claims, right? Probably we think we are not going to be impacted. We do get impacted simply because a fraudulent claim increases the cost for everybody. If you are going to have to get a health policy, you're going to end up paying more if there are too many fraudulent claims. So net, we do a lot of things. We actually make the data talk and we make the data dance, and that's exactly what we do here.
We have a couple of products that are running on optical character recognition, which is to identify text from images. Okay, so I am going to show you a demonstration of one of our products, bill digitizer. So this is nothing but if you have a bill image, it will try to extract all the text, like all the line items from that image. Okay, and the main use case of this particular system is when you get a bill, you will need to tally up all the amounts, and this system does that for you. It will try to extract each and every line item, and it will get you the total amount that the person has spent during his stay at the hospital.
Hi, I'm Shreya and I'm also working with the AI team, and I'll be talking about the lab report digitizer. So over here you can see it's a lab report, so it has all the test names, results, units and the reference range. So what we do in lab report digitizer is that we extract all this data and we save it in our database. So first of all, why are we doing this? So see, we can provide data to the doctor in a better format. We can further provide results. We can compare the results with the reference range, and we can tell what exactly is wrong with the particular person, what particular, say if the cholesterol is increased, then we can tell them the cholesterol is increased, and it will basically make the life of the doctor easier and the patient as well. So because the report would be in a much understandable format, we can provide them with extra details as well. And if you look at the future perspective of this particular use case, so if you as a patient are there and you go to the doctor with your latest reports, but usually we do not have access to our previous reports because maybe we did the test like a year back or something. But if we have a database in which all your reports and all your data has been stored, it would be easy for the doctor to look at your history and see how exactly your health has been throughout.
ಹೀಗೆ IHX ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯವೈಖರಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಂಡ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಸಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಅಂಬುಜ್ ಕಶ್ಯಪ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೇಳಿದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಟ್ಟು ಭೇಟಿಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನೇ ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದಂತಿತ್ತು.
I come from a small place in Bihar called Muzaffarpur, which is about 2 hours from Patna. Did engineering, then I worked in a sector where I wasn't wearing clothes like this. So I used to work in the oil and gas sector. And in the oil and gas sector, how you guys have your drill days and then you do your PT and then you look, you don't look as smart as all of you look right now. That is how I used to look 24/7. With grease on my face, grease on my hands, wearing a blue colored coverall. And I did that for about 5-6 years. What Mahesh was saying about technology and about having skills. So at that point I realized, I can run operations, I can do this engineering bit, can I do something more? And while this is not the only way to do it, one of the ways to do it was to go and do an MBA. So doing the MBA basically said that, okay, I know how to run operations, now can I go and run a business? So that's what it helped me do. So I transitioned, I went to the US for my MBA, spent a few years in the US, and then I got into touch with Mahesh. Common friend put us in touch and we started talking about the healthcare sector of all things, right? Because it's a sector that needed a lot of attention. You go to a normal hospital, it's not a pleasant experience, even though the hospital might look really nice and they serve you very nice tea in the cafeteria. It's not a great experience. So that's how we started thinking.
If we want to be in your position, what things should we do from now itself?
At the end of the day, it is your motivation, right? What Mahesh said. that is there something that you really want to do? And that is something that you need to figure out, and you will figure out the way. So there are ways, right? You can go into engineering, you can do an MBA. There are people who do engineering who don't do an MBA. There are people who don't do engineering and still go and start companies, tech companies, right? Companies anybody can start, but there are non-engineers who start up tech companies. So there is no one certain path, right? It is your motivation and your ability to execute on that motivation. Once those two things are clear, you'll find your path.